let's see what we actually get here, because this could be an entire stream of me trying to get what I actually want. Because let's put it this way, on the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon of Blue, well, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team Blue, Chikorita was only available for female, so I didn't actually pick them. You could get them in Sky, which is why I was I was so happy that I could actually do that without having to lie about my gender. But nowadays that wouldn't actually be a fucking problem. The whole thing with gender, it's kind of a funny thing actually, Hat. Moving on. No, I don't care either way. Hey, as long as you don't cause me problems. Before we open that can of worms, but before we can let you through, I have several questions for you. I want you to answer them sincerely. Okay, are you ready? Okay, this is going to be interesting. How many hours is it going to take for me to get something I actually like? Okay, oh god, it's a freaking interview. Oh god. It's the summer holidays, where would you like to go? Okay, so it's not going to be anywhere. If I was going to pick out of anything... See, the trouble is they don't have conventions on this, because that's what I would pick. Normally my holidays revolve around some kind of event or convention. So, but if it was none of those, it would be the beach. So I'm going to pick the beach. Can you sincerely thank somebody when you feel grateful? Oh, yes. I've done that many, many times in the past. Like, when I say thank you, I'm not just saying it because I genuinely feel like it. I mean, there's been a few cases where, like, when I've been doing stuff for companies in the past where I've said that because I felt like I needed to. But I kind of separate my work from my home life, and I kind of am somebody who, even in work, I would say thank you. You know, if somebody helps me out, even if it's somebody I don't like, and they help me out, I will say thank you, even in a work capacity, thinking that. You know, so I can't believe this is getting in that detail. Can you go into a haunted house? Well, I probably would be I would say with somebody I would like, yes, definitely. Like, out of all the answers there, the answer I'm certain with is with somebody I like. Like, no problem is, like, I'm not like somebody who believes in ghosts, but I'm not going to rule out supernatural either, because it's like we don't know what we don't know. There's like, I'm not saying ghosts exist, but I'm not going to rule it out if I saw something that was not impossible to explain any other way. You know, because I'm not superstitious, but I will err on the side of caution with things. Because a haunted house generally implies that it's a flipping old rickety place, and even if it's not full of ghosts, it could also be very unstable and not a very safe place to go into. So maybe with somebody I really trusted, maybe. How much will you fill it? Well, I would fill it full. I would always fill it full. I've done it before too, and I know it's a stupid idea as well. So, what do you do with your room like when you're going to bed at night? I turn it off. Like, do you like groaning delicious present? I would say a little, because it's like, I will begrudgingly admit this because I know a certain somebody won't watch the stream, but there is a certain somebody who, let's just say when I was playing Hollow Knight, kept on saying, like, have you died yet? And I'm like, no. And it kept on going on and on and on to the point of where it's actually become a bit of a freaking meme between me and him. But basically, have you died yet is pretty much the first thing he will tell me. And I'm like, yeah, I hate to admit it, some of the puns he has said, even though I groan and think, for fake, no. It's like, I will groan and like begrudgingly admit some of them are funny. So it's like, yeah, a little. You receive a gift, but you don't know what's in it. You're curious, so what do you do? Okay. Depending on who it's from, I would open it now, I wouldn't get somebody else to open it. The choice would be between those two, because I am not... It depends on my mood. If it was for Christmas or for my birthday, I would open it later. However, if it was from my friends who typically the way it works is that if we see something that we like, we particularly like, and it's like, okay, so you want this thing, I can just buy it for you or birthday and Christmas now. And it's like, because rather than waiting around for like Christmas and then buying something that we don't want for each other, and then that one thing that they wanted they bought for themselves, we just buy it for each other when we come along and find something we actually like. So it's kind of more of a case of the situation demands it, really. So I'm going to say open it later, because I generally would open it later unless it was a case... No, you know what, sod it. It could either way. I kind of feel like opening later would be... Okay, when I think back to what I've actually done in the past, what have I actually done when I've actually got a present? Open it now. Just go for that. Open it now. Then just bully, what do you do? Well... off, basically. I don't... You want to play as a boy or a girl? Well, a boy. So let's see what this actually gives. If it's something I actually agree with. You appear to be a jolly type, always laughing and smiling, updating everyone around you. Okay. Love jokes. It depends on the jokes. You have lots of friends and you're popular wherever you go. Am I though? Am I really that popular? Like, am I actually that popular with wherever I go? Like, I don't feel like I'm that popular. I mean, I have lots of friends. I mean, when I first played these games, I did not have any friends. Like, I was a bit of a flipping loner. And I think it's because of a certain fandom that won't be named, i.e. the one that started this channel in the first place. But I kind of became a bit more social and outgoing, to the point where I even run my own meetup group. So I guess in that way, yeah, I would agree with that. Sometimes you get carried away and say things that get you in trouble. Yeah, sometimes I can basically... People have told me to calm down and, like, stop being so loud. I have actually... When I get excited, I tend to raise my voice a tad. Then again, a lot of this stuff is, like, set to be one of those typical things that anybody... like, oh yeah, it's like horoscopes. It always fits you. There is always something relevant, and you can always think of something. To learn to think before saying and doing anything. It should be... Let's see. Squirtle. I am going to say... I'm going to do a re-roll on that one for other reasons. I would say no. I mean, it says no, that isn't right. I mean, that picks my default. I am going to actually try and see if I know this is stupid. I don't need to do it this way because it gives me the option. Clearly, it gives me the option of doing it. But I just want to see what I get if I do it again. Because I'm always interested to see what questions they actually come up on these things. Because somebody's actually spent the time and trouble to come up with this flipping quiz. So I'm going to go to the trouble of going through and doing it. Even though I know it's completely flipping pointless. And it's like, no. It's like, I could just pick the one I want. Because I saw that Chikorita was an option there. And I will, to be honest, I probably will end up just picking Chikorita eventually. I'll probably just cave in at like how far have we gone? It's like 15 minutes. No, it's 17 minutes. I swear to God, if it gets to like the hour mark, I am definitely just saying Sonic, just pick Chikorita, because I don't know why. It's more of a historical thing at this point, because it was like Chikorita was my favorite, so it's like I will. Although I did pick Pikachu for the original one. So if I ended up picking Pikachu for that, so that's like the generic sort of... It's like, if you pick like Pikachu, it's like you have no imagination basically. Because it's like, it's the one that everybody bloody knows. It's like the default pose. It's like the default pose of like picking a Pokemon. It's like, it's the one you pick when you can't think of anything else. That or Charmander. Don't get me wrong, I like both of them. But Chikorita, again, because of nostalgia reasons. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. This time around I probably won't go as... Often late for school. Are you often late for school or meetings? Okay, well, when it comes to official things, I do make an effort. Like, the thing is for me, it's like, nowadays I work in a job that's really flexible. So it's kind of like, apart from certain meetings, it's like, yes. You know, it's like there's meetings that are basically when there's a defined time, I will be there on time. I make a point of it, and if I forget, I'll make a point of coming up with a method of making sure I don't forget, because it is a big, important thing. It's one of the reasons why I did start... I moved jobs to a job that didn't have such time constraints, because I got stressed by constant deadlines and like things. I could do it, but it stressed me out. So I would say no, but with an asterisk. Doing clears how say someone on a busy street, what will you do? I would say if you end up bloody helping somebody out in that situation, you could be also harmed as well. Help even if scared, I would say just call the police. Because, like, they know how to deal with that. So I would... It's like there's no point putting yourself in harm, because then there's two people in the harm. Do you sometimes run out of things to do all of a sudden? No. Never. If anything, I have too many things to do. Dream allows me I do without much excitement. I do like to have a break. I have to admit. Do you lounge around idly without much excitement? I don't know. I can do both. I can fit into both situations. So I'm just going to say... I mean, I can do it. I've done it before, but it's like there is always the thought in the back of my mind I could always be doing something else. Like I could be getting on with something I want to be getting on with. So I would say No, I don't. From a person that started up a conversation with you. Something that has actually happened to me. To be honest, you don't have a clue what this fellow is saying. How do you reply? I would probably say... I have to say, right, I've got to go. I try and start conversations and keep them going, but if I feel like a conversation isn't going anywhere and it feels like I'm not actually, it's just going to be awkward, I will try and leave it. I mean, fortunately, I've been in most situations I've been in where we have been speaking to other people, we've managed to fumble through, so, do you think you're cool? I would say no. I don't consider myself cool at all. Like, I've never considered myself cool because I know that I'm not a cool person. I do software development. I'm not a cool person. Like, I don't even try to be. You like to imagine things for your amusement. Yeah, I do have a very active imagination, unfortunately. Unless I actually need an active imagination, then nothing bloody comes to me at all. So it's like, have you ever made a pitfall trap? No. I want to play oh boy. I'm gonna I'm gonna try it 3 times and see what comes up. The hardy type, you do your own work, no to you properly. Someone per complete no matter how tough. You have strong willpower. I don't like disappointing people, and I will keep on going at something even though I should have quit hours ago or asked for help. I'm suck at asking for help. And also be stubborn to the point of even feuding with friends. I do tend to be a little bit stubborn, yes. Nothing will go right for you. Oh God. Nothing will go right for you and you're irritated, so learn to laugh it off. God's sake. Why does this remind me of tonight? Seriously, I've been irritated by setting some of the stuff up, and I have been absolutely a hardy person like it used to be. Bulbasaur. Okay, no. Okay, there's 2 Pokemon I would not select. Okay. Bulbasaur and Squirtle are the 2 ones I would not select for a very personal reason. And that reason is, I have actually played, I actually watched my mate, who's been occasionally on the streams, Miles, who, played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon of Sky. He got Squirtle and Bulbasaur, and let's just say, I think he picked, was it Bulbasaur for basically his he picked essentially Bulbasaur for his character and Squirtle for his partner. Which means now those 2 characters are completely ruined for me, and I can never play that straight. I can't do that without thinking about the antics he put us through. Including some very rude names, including names that shall not be repeated on the stream, because let's just say the word pop got mentioned at one point. And we're leaving it that. That's to tell you exactly what sort of person we're talking about here. And it's exactly what you think it is, unfortunately. And there was various innuendos mentioned, which I can no longer see those 2 characters in the same light. Thanks a bloody lot, Miles. Seriously, I just can't play as those 2 characters. I just can't. I know I could select it, but I just want something other than that. It's just, oh God, if he ever watches the stream, it's just going to be one of those things where it's just like... He's going to have a freaking field day. Especially with the way it's just started. Okay, welcome. This is the portal which leads to the world of Pokémon. Sincerely, are you ready? Okay. I mean, the very fact I can answer all of these sincerely and I get a different flipping one every time. Do you occasionally consider yourself dull and overly cautious? Yeah, I do actually. Ironically, there are times when I think I'm not, and I think that I can be too hasty. I can be both, but I definitely think I'm a bit more risk averse than I am like running head into things. Although I don't think things through sometimes, which means I will make mistakes, and that's the reason why I am overly cautious. So yes, I'm considering myself dull and overly. Not so much dull, but definitely overly cautious. It can be the weekend, but no one will play with you. What do you do? Go on a trip, hang around vacantly, huddle in a corner. Okay, I definitely wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna flip and say that. Hang around vacantly. I wouldn't say vacantly, because I wouldn't go on a trip. I wouldn't huddle in a corner. So I would say hang around vacantly is probably closer, but there's no option here to say busy working on your own projects and things, or tidying around the house, or just relaxing. So I suppose that is the closest one. Like, I will do a mixture of both. I won't just constantly work on my projects. I'll try and get something done. I may relax. That, you know, I've tried just constantly working on a project all day. It just tires me out. It's just... So hang around vacantly, begrudgingly. I'll pick that. On vacation outing, what you want to go with others. It's always more fun. And it also means you've got somebody to rely on if things go tits up, because let's just put it this way, when I went on my trip to like Galacon, it was a road trip, and there was several times when each one of us would have screwed up if we were on our own, including things that would have been outright disasters. There's alien invasion, what would you do? I wouldn't run, or if I did it initially to base, I wouldn't annoy it, I wouldn't run, I would fight. I would come up with some way of fighting. Cautiously, of course, but fighting nevertheless. Probably from a distance, taking pot shots, but I sniping them somehow. I've got a shed now, ish. Well, I say shed, workshop, I could come up with something. You vaguely fight the aliens, but you are defeated. Alien says to you, "You've impressed us. It was a pleasure to see. Join us together and shall rule the world." What will you do? Ooh, this is a difficult. I would just say refuse. No, because the truth is, right, is while that would be something in real life, I would rule, but find a way of basically usurping them behind the scenes, like acting as a basically, sort of what you call it, agent, like a double agent, because that's the sort of person I will. I would look for any way of causing problems. It's easier to do it if you work, you know, cause problems from the inside, basically. So I kind of would refuse, but not in a way that... There's a third option here, but I can't pick, basically. You receive a gift. You don't know what's in it. You're curious, so what do you do? Again, I am going to say... I picked open now, but I'm going to pick open later because that's what I said I could do both, so I'm going to do it. You fall asleep without noticing. Everybody does, yes. Do you think you're cool? Be honest, no. That one I will not pick. Do you like pranks? Depends who's doing it. I'd say no. I'm not somebody who enjoys pranks. No, I'm not somebody who does, because often or not, it's always done at my expense. So, no. And it's like, it's just a prank, bro. It's like that statement. You appear to be the relaxed type. Do you occasionally zone out and miss out? But I would say no. I will not occasionally zone out and miss a bus. Although I have, let's just say, there's been occasions when I have forgotten to do something, or forgotten it's somebody's birthday. Or do you find yourself dozing off? Depends. If I'm doing something that's boring, because like there's been times when there's been some conversations that I just can't focus on, you know, because the content of the conversation is just dull, and it's like there's nothing of relevance. It's just one of those things I have to listen to, because it's just like I have unfortunately had to be in social situations where you're kind of contractually obliged, not literally contract, but socially obliged to, there's like a social contract to be there, like family outings or gatherings, and you try and make conversation, but it's like they don't like the same things you do, and you really are struggling, because the Venn diagram of intersection between your likes and their likes does not even cross over slightly, and you have to make small talk, and I hate small talk. Is your reaction time a little slow to others? Not sure about that one. Having said that, I have struggled with flipping Hollow Knight, but I have done it. So, but it did take me bloody ages, so maybe it isn't necessarily a bad thing. You can do things at your own tempo without being pressured. You can live a relaxed and unhurried manner without worries. I think that's a lifestyle to me. And read even. You're also surprisingly popular. I mean, where you vacantly stare off into distance. I don't think I've ever done this. This is probably the one that's least like me. It should be. It should make that someone special proof. A relaxed person like you should be. No. Oh hell no. No. I am not picking Psyduck. No, I am not picking Psyduck. Again, why am I getting all the ones that are bloody I've got history with, for God's sake? No. For God's sake, no. I have literally, I don't know what it is, but why am I always getting the ones that I'm getting history with? Like, seriously, I swear to God, this is the last time. If I basically don't get the one I want, I am just straight away. And to be fair, that's the one that I was least likely to match. Which actually is a good thing, thinking about it, because that used to be my goddamn nickname at school, and I hated it. I hated that nickname. Because it's like, it was used for, let's just say it's because the kids at school couldn't get away with a particular word beginning with R. For context, I have Asperger's. That should give you all you need, knowledge that you need to know. So it's like, they basically picked that one because it was a Pokemon that was, let's just say, another word for slow. So, beginning with R, that I won't mention because the theme will probably be like Shadow Throttled or Shadow Banned. Sod off. I hate that. I have a personal vendetta against Psyduck for that reason. God's sake. Right. If I get the same one 3 times, if I get the same one I've already got before, I am just going to straight up pick Because at that point, I'm just cycling through the same pin ones. God. I am just... Your friend fails to show up from eating at the promised time. Okay, now this is a classic one. What do you do? I mean, I wouldn't get angry and bail. I would be a little bit irritated. I'd be more concerned. Because it's like, I would be wondering, is it that I've got the wrong date or have they already come and gone? I'd be more like that. So, but I would just wait. I would just wait patiently. You can do cautious. I mean, I will say that could be either flipping one, to be honest. Do you consider dull and overly cautious? I'm going to just say yes, because I'm not a very exciting person. That said, you know, I have had my moments. Let's just say a certain charity auction with a banner comes to mind, where I managed to get into a bidding war with 2 other mates. Well, let's just say casual acquaintance at this point, and a mate. Again, Miles, for God's sake. Do others tell you to watch what you say? I wouldn't say people do, to be honest. I am generally more cautious with what I say about things. Like, I do let loose occasionally, but I do try and be considerate. I'm not the sort of person who deliberately goes out my way to be antagonistic. I genuinely, heartfully want to basically, like, not do that. I want to make the things, you know, do what's best for people. I want to actually be a good person. I don't want to cause problems. You know, so I would say, generally speaking, they don't say that. They've said I've been loud, but not to say what I've said. So I'm going to say no. You're at least getting different questions. It's the summer holidays. Where would you like to go? I've said the beach. Just hand down at the beach. On the side of a road. I am going to say turn it into the police. Because, especially if it's got ID. In fact, I think I have actually done that before. Or I've done something in official capacity, like I've took it to the place where, it, or posted it. I can't remember exactly how it turned out, but I do remember that it wasn't the case of just taking it. A while back, I think. I turn it on. I would say I would face up to them. Actually, saying that, I would just tell them to face. In fact, I have actually been in a situation where my life could have been in danger. And I just pulled up at the time. Me and my mate, we had just pulled up outside of his house, and somebody, I'm not going to say who, basically threatened that we wouldn't survive the night in that house and the car would get torched. And we basically just got inside the house, and my mate was like saying, let's just get inside and just get away from this situation. And he was right, and then as soon as we saw that he wasn't there, I just scarpered. Because I was afraid he was actually going to do something to the car. So it was a cautionary tale of basically, it's not as clear cut as that. But if we're talking about caution them from afar, basically. In a roundabout way we kind of did, but in a more official capacity. Grown, I would say a little. I'm still there's certain ones I'm just gonna always answer the same. That included. I'm surprised you didn't add a third option there, but considering, then again, it is the tender, so yeah, you're here to be a calm type. capable of giving advice to friends with worries. Okay, now that is something I have definitely done. In fact, no, I end up doing it all the bloody time when I think about it, when a certain person comes to mind. You don't like to fight? No, I don't actually. You know, you have the fantasies of being that freaking, being here occasionally. It's like, everyone has that sort of thing. It's like, but I don't really like, when it comes down to it, I do try and be the diplomat in a case. There's been multiple times when my friends have been fighting, and I have been trying to get them to calm down and see reason. There's been many times when I have tried to be that person, and there's been a couple of occasions where I've not been around to do anything, and things have fallen out. Like, I can remember one case where that's the case, and I do wonder if things would have been different if I was able to not bash their heads together literally, but just get them to see sense. But it was a case of somebody being cancelled over something stupid. It was ridiculous, the whole situation. It was like, it was blown out of proportion, and I was thinking, for God's sake, grow the hell up, was my thought. The OG personality test. Yes, definitely, though. I'd like to fight. You're a warm, kind-hearted person who cares. You must have many friends who look up to you. I do have a few friends. Actually, I have one friend who basically says, yeah, I do have one friend who basically says that I'm a brother, almost like a brother to him. Is this actually going to work? No, it's not. For fuck's sake. It's like, there we go, that's better. And it's actually got that on stream now. So yeah, many friends who look up to you, however, you also be somewhat gullible. Okay, yeah, I can be. I have been in the past. As well, a little careless, even a little... you may want to keep those points in mind. A calm person like you should be a mudkip. Maybe. I mean, again, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's a difficult one. That's one I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna check something actually first. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly check something. I just want to make sure I've gotten something right. Yeah, okay, I'll just be back in a minute. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Okay, so I've just realised something, having looked at yeah, just having looked at a quick Google, and I've just, let's see. Yeah, I've just realised that basically it's not actually technically possible for me to get the one I would want, because the one I actually want is Chikorita. Mudkip I would go with, but I'm going to say that's not right. Which Pokemon would you like to be? I would say Chikorita. The only problem is, and this is basically set up like the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which means the personality test does not allow you to become Chikorita if you pick male. However, because this isn't like the original one, I can actually achieve something I wanted to do in the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon rescue team and be a Chikorita without having to lie about it. I can be my honest opinion and I can actually pick Chikorita. So this is actually improvement. This is actually something I'm saying, yeah, this is definitely something that is an improvement on the actual Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because really, okay, I mean, it says that Docile would be the one I would have to be, which basically means, I would have to actually pick Docile, which is kind of like, I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll go through it again one more time and to see if I actually get Docile. And then if I get that, then I'm definitely picking Chikorita. Because, God, I can't believe I'm spending this stuff. But the thing is, the personality quizzes are more fun than I actually freaking thought. It's a stupid flipping thing, it really is. I shouldn't get this much enjoyment from doing this damn thing. But it's been so long since I've actually done one of these things. It just brings back a memory of basically going through and trying to actually get the results you want. And it's just, it's stupid. I know it's stupid. It's so stupid that I actually kind of like. I mean, it is kind of like, so, yeah, I mean, so, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's just, yes, English is okay. I mean, that's the thing. I had kind of, you know, I'm gonna have to just stick to this at the moment because I think it is getting up to a bloody hour, and I did say that if it got up to an hour, I would essentially go through and do this. Especially now I found that it's not actually technically possible for me to get it if I say yes to being a, well, you know, if I pick boy, I can't actually get the damn bit. So they have actually kept the quiz accurate, but they have given you the option to pick the character you want, which, you know, it's kind of a stupid thing anyway. But it's a stupid thing I'm glad they didn't just outright get rid of. To the Pokemon. Although it would be nice in a way if they actually took the things that you said in this quiz and actually used it in another capacity in the game that actually mattered. So not so much picking your Pokemon, but in a different way. So, you know, it's kind of like, it'd be quite funny if they at one point actually said, you go through the quiz, and then you basically get like, okay, we're just going to let you pick it because we know that you're going to spend hours trying to like fudge the quiz otherwise. So, and then basically the quiz actually comes into play in a way you don't expect. So the quiz answers the quiz questions do actually affect the game, but in a way you don't actually know about. I don't expect to do it on there because I heard from the reviews they haven't given. It's a faithful remake as much as they can do it. Although there are some differences in gameplay, but the story is the same apparently. But I can't remember what the story was entirely, although I do remember the final boss Pokemon, but I don't remember the full details. This is what you have 7 questions. Sincere, are you ready? There you go. By the way, none of these questions I've been answering in sincere, so it's like all of these have actually been choices I could have picked. Do you like pranks? Again, I'm gonna say no, because it's like I would say, yeah, I would say I was like somebody who would like pranks. So I mean, I would say no. I'm just gonna say no because it's like I'm not. Again, it's like, how quickly do you respond to text? Oh God, this has been updated. Oh God, yeah, about that. There has been several times when I'm going to just say like, may reply, may not is my answer I want to give, but too much trouble. I mean, it is one of those things where I will say, I'm not going to, yeah, I mean, I'm going to say may reply, may not. To be honest, no, too much trouble. I can't be dealing with it. Often not, I'm in the middle of doing something. When somebody texts me, I'm always in the middle of doing dream lounging around I mean, I don't actually know about, like, I mean, I would say that, you know, do you dream of lounging around idly without much excitement? I'd say no, because it's like, not because I'm always busy though, because it's, I mean, again, it's like, it's mostly because, again, that question is hard for me to answer. Suddenly locked inside a pitch black room, I mean, like an escape room. Okay. Okay, I've been in a situation where I've been like, yeah, it's, I don't know about that one. Because I have been in situations where I would say it's like I'm in a situation where I'm not exactly going to be happy about that. I mean, clean it is definitely something I wouldn't do. Kick down the door, like, depending on how fucking I feel. Like, I would definitely be upset in a situation. I don't think I would kick the door. Because again, funny enough, I've actually been in a situation like this. Not going to go into details, but I definitely was upset about the situation. And I did want to get out. So I'm going to say, not so much crying, but that's the closest emotion to what I felt like. Certainly was extremely concerned about the situation and did get the hell out of there when the door was unlocked. Come across treasure traps. It could be a trap. It's like, it's a mimic. In a fantasy setting, there are mimics. So it's like, I'm not going to say it's going to be empty, because it's like, no, it could be, I'm just going to say no. Having said that, I know myself too much. You come across a treasure chest. Depending on the context, I would say no or that. I wouldn't say it was empty. I think I would probably, it could be a trap. I'm going to pick that. And if I just found it in the real world, I wouldn't do that. But if in the fantasy setting, I would. Do you always tell you to what you're saying? No. Present day beats, how do you feel? I would actually say this feels great. Because I'm not bored by it. It's like, nowadays, where would you like to go? The beach. Again, it's like, it is, boy. So this is going to come up with something completely different, because none of these answers actually go anywhere near Dose Out. Appear to be the jolly type, like always laughing and smiling at anyone and do jokes. Anyway, and say things that get into it. But I mean, I literally said nobody said that. This is going to be, again, I'm coming across with the same bloody ones here. It's like Squirtle I've got twice at this point. So it's kind of like, for fuck's sake, Miles would never freaking see this down. Like, I'm freaking annoyed that I got that twice. God damn it. I did say I was going to, if I did it twice, I was going to quit. Oh, god damn it. This is annoying. The worst part about it is I don't even have to do this. I'm doing it just out of nostalgia, because it's like, god damn it. This is an hour of me going through and doing the test, which I don't actually need to flipping... like, none of these answers are lies either. They're either dead set, this is definitely the truth, or this is basically, say, Ed, like, my answer would be neither. It's either yes, holy hell yes, or basically, yeah, can I write my own answer please? And again, that's always the case with personality tests. This is why they always suck. It's like, you know, in a serious capacity, you should never... Like, this is why when people get employed on personality tests, it's bullshit. Because it's like... It depends. It's like, at the moment you try and categorize human like emotions and personality, you immediately run into a problem, because categorization is how people act that you should judge people by, not the goddamn like what they say they are in these tests, because actions are more important. Though intent also matters. So it's a mixture of both, to be honest. But I'm just falling at this point. I'm just coming with things I think about them. Really, it just makes me think. Is all I'm saying. This photo leads to the Pokémon book. Before I connect furious and ready. Okay. It's like I could just go with it, but because I've got the option not to, I know I'm not going to. Yes. Do you like to fight? No. If I'm honest, no. You have those aspirations, but you just... Being in a fight is not a good thing. There's a bucket, I will fill it full. Some holidays, where would you like to go? Again, it always asks me this. I'm going to say the beach. I mean, having said that, again, that's when I was a kid. Nowadays, I would say it could be anywhere. Because yeah, you know what? I'm going to change my answer on that. I've joked about the beach, but I have actually thought anywhere. It's like nowadays, going to somewhere other than a beach, I would be more willing to do. Because I've explored things and done it. In fact, to be fair, the last couple of holidays I've done that haven't been related to conventions have actually been to events and been other stuff than just the beach. In fact, it's been a flipping while since I've actually been on beach holiday. So I'm just going to say anywhere, actually, because it's like nowadays I would be more open to it. You like pranks? No. You win the lottery, what do you do with the money? I would save it. Because, like, saving it is what I would do, because, like, that's money that I don't need. I haven't banked on that money existing. So, saving that money for a rainy day, like, to save you out to smooth things over, because I'm in that situation. I'm not going to say, but I'm in a situation where I have saving. And it's like, it's peace of mind. Knowing you can ride the rough waves without any issues. Just a peace of mind is just worth the waiting cold. Know that you can just deal with any problem that comes along and you don't have to worry about it. Within reason, of course. That's why you have insurance. So I'm just going to say, but you wouldn't need that in this case. So it's like, save it. Like, honest to God, save it, yeah. Vacation outings, you want to definitely still go with us. Like, I'm going to say no. I'd say... I'd say call the police. I'm gonna say boy. Okay, to be the hardy type, you know what doing the again, this is going to be the same one as before, isn't it? Be flipping Bulbasaur. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I can't believe the 2 ones that I'm coming up with every freaking time in Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Like, I'm actually irritated about that. I should have gone with the fucking Mudkip. I knew I should have gone with that. Or at least pick the... Because the thing is, though, Mudkip, I wouldn't be against getting. Because, you know, when I was looking up, like, the stats and things like that, and, like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeons of Sky, I'm, like, thinking, God damn it, if I pick Mudkip, things would actually be better. But the trouble is, they could have changed freaking everything. So picking a Mudkip in this game may not actually be beneficial. Because they could have changed the mechanics. But I know they've changed the mechanics. I know they haven't changed the story, but they have changed the mechanics to make it more like the later games. I don't know anything about how they go. So, God fucking damn it. This is why this stream's called Part 0, by the way. Because I knew something like this would happen. I knew it would take me an hour or more to get through this bit. It's like... Before I can let you several questions. Sincere, are you ready? And then you. There'd be people who don't have their favourites and they'll just go with whatever it picked for them. And then so they'll be grateful for having this quiz. People like me though who have their favourites. Worst things about it is when you picked one of your favourites, even when you got another favourite you wanted to pick in the first place. I'm indecisive, that's my problem. I've done both, by the way. I've done both going alone and on others. It's always more stressful going on your own. I would open a window right away. I wouldn't sniff it. Great. You look like grown and juicing her. I would say I wouldn't say like I'm going to say a little. I would never make them. I'd say there's a person you like, but there's no opportunity to get close. What do you do? I wouldn't. I considered doing that at one point. Then again, I say I don't like pranks, so look from afar, might say hello. No. I'd say probably, yeah, might say hello. I'm not an outgoing person. I am like, you know, again, I think save it's probably the closest I have, and at least initially. Have any digit on your left hand? Oh, for God's sake. Have any digit on your... God damn it, meant to say that. Okay. Wait, with which hand? With my right hand or with my other... When you say grab, you mean like that? It's like... Which digit you grab? I mean... I'd say... Is that my ring finger? I don't actually know what my fucking finger I just grabbed. I'm gonna have to look this up. This isn't very... Because I've never had to do this, for God's sake. See. Index is the one closest to my... it's the third. So, yeah, it's the third is the ring finger. So it's just the ring finger. It's like... what a stupid question that was. Like, the ring finger. Like, what the hell? You appear to be the jolly type. Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake, I'm picking jolly type. Oh my God. Like, why do I keep on picking Squirtle? This is at this point annoying as hell. I'm sorry. This is one of those things that's like, no, I'm not that. Oh God, the worst thing about it is I just know that Miles would be having a freaking field day knowing that that's the one I keep on picking. It's like, why? What's making it worse is like, I might as well just come out and say it. He basically, it's a term that starts with D, and that's all I'm going to say. No, it's not dick. It's for God's sake. Basically, it wasn't me who did this. It was my mate who called his like actual partner Daddy, for God's sake. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, mate, why? And it happened to be a bloody Squirtle. That's why I don't want to pick bloody Squirtle, because it's like, for God's sake. Why Squirtle? The trouble is, the more I laugh about it, the more I'm proving the fucking point that I am. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, God, why did it have to be Squirtle? It's not even a bad... Okay, if it's freaking... I'm just gonna... Let's just do this, for God's sake. Do you often yawn? I wouldn't say I make a habit of it, so no. Again, turn it off. Like, that's always on. Do you often want to... No, never. Do you fall asleep without noticing? Yeah, occasionally. You made a pitfall trap? No. No. Yeah. I've been through before. Again. It's not, definitely not the... Right, at this point we've pretty much covered all bases, and I think it's to be calm type and giving her a nice friends without worries. This is going to be Mudkip, I just know it is. So basically, at this point we've pretty much got the 3 ones that we would have gone. So I think, honestly, I would... See, the thing is with Mudkip is that's the one I would actually pick. Mudkip is the one I would actually pick if I was doing it again. See, this is where my dilemma is. I would pick Mudkip. Because, funny enough, when I was looking into it, it's like, if I was going to do it again, picking Mudkip is exactly what I think I would do. having said that, Chicory, see, this is where my dilemma is. I could just flip a coin. Or I could just go along with what the game basically has picked. And I honestly don't know what I would rather do. See, Mudkip, I could just do it for the memes. So I'm just gonna... where's a coin? I'm gonna use a Pokemon coin because I'm gonna... because this is how I decide whether I want to actually do something or not. I flip a coin and I decide whether I actually like the outcome. I flip it 3 times. If I don't get that outcome I want, because I don't know what outcome I actually want. If I flip the coin and I actually say, like, I say, okay, heads, I'm going to pick, like, heads, I'm going to pick Chikorita. Tails, I'm going to pick Mudkip. And if I'm happy with the result, that's how I'll know whether what I'll actually want to do. So I'm going to flip it once, and it fucking hits the desk. Great. And it goes into corner. So that's mulliganed. Okay, tails. So that's Mudkip. Heads, that's Chikorita. Tails, it's Mudkip. That's 3 times. I want to flip again. So, and it's tails again, it's Mudkip. I'm not happy with it. So that's how I know. I keep on getting tails and I'm getting Mudkip. I keep on getting tails, but I don't want it. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to pick Chikorita. Because basically, I keep on flipping it because I'm not getting the one I want. That's how I know, because that's the thing. I struggle making decisions. And it's not because I'm not flipping it to pick using the flip. I'm using it to work out whether I'm happy with it. Because if I was happy with the decision of getting tails multiple bloody times, I would have gone with Mudkip. Because I know that I would go with Mudkip if I was absolutely happy with the choice of picking Mudkip. I would have just been happy and saw that as like, yes, that's destiny. But that wasn't. I want Chikorita because I couldn't pick Chikorita. Like mainly, also when I think about it, I wanted to pick Chikorita for the original game and couldn't. And that in itself is another reason why I want to pick Chikorita. Because I always wanted to play the original game with it, and I couldn't. And I remember looking back, because I looked back at the Pokemon original one, and I will say, if I play the remake, well not the remake, but play the original, I will go for Mudkip at that point. Because again, I'm not going to just put like girl just for the sake of getting a Chikorita. Like that isn't because of like I'm got against gender and all that kind of crap. It just feels wrong for some reason, and I don't know why that is. It's a stupid thing, I know. I'm well aware of it, but so yes, I'm going to pick Chikorita. This is the final step. Who would you like to have as a partner? Now, as I basically couldn't pick. Now the thing is, I could choose a Pokemon unit, right? Who will be your partner? I am probably going to pick Mudkip because again, like I could pick any one of these. My original partner was, mind you, I kind of want to continue to the tradition of Charmander. I could pick Mudkip, but I'm going to continue my condition of always picking Charmander, I think. Or should I? Nah, I'm going to pick Mudkip. Oh, okay, that freaking look on Mudkip. No, frick it, we're going with Mudkip. I mean, the type matchup works better as well, so we're going with Mudkip, plus it was the one that I was going to pick anyway. And if I play red on the original cartridge, which I've actually gained, and I've actually got the stuff to be able to do a capture card on that game, so I'm going to play the original one at the same time if I get the time to do it. I'm going to play with Mudkip as basically my main and my partner being Chikorita. That's the way I'm going to play it. So yes, Mudkip. A boy or girl? I'm going to say girl. So a girl Mudkip, yeah. What's your partner's nickname? God damn it. Okay, I did not expect us to get into this fucking book. God damn it, I'm gonna have to pick up a bloody name for it. Oh god, what am I gonna pick for Mudkip? I mean, there's the obvious one. I'm not going to pick Mudbro because that's like, no, it doesn't fit. Because that's one of my go-to flipping way of naming convention in the last game. It was just to put bro at the end of things. So it's just like, if I pick like, what was it? So it was, I mean, it's not going to be I heard you like Mudkips or something like that. I mean, I generally want to pick something better than that. Okay, so it's a Pokemon that's known for basically memes. Dankip. Dankip. I mean, yeah, that could work for Dankip. The dank memes and things like that. Kit posting. It's like I really can't think of a good name for Poke. Like I can't think of something. Hang on a minute. Okay, yeah, okay, there is literally everything. Kippers, okay, balls, there's funny or serious name, that meaning of the. Sure, it kips a lot. If it doesn't fit, kips a lot. Okay, I heard you like me. I mean, that's... So I heard. Heard Kip. So I heard. For fuck's sake, I'm just... Best at word Kip names, ranked by Pokemon fans. Skipper, Puddles, Bubbles... Marshall, Muddy Birdie, Axel, General Mud, Ripley, Rippler, Roo, Bonson, has Kipling, Shrek, Mudkips. Okay, I am literally going through a list of Wallace, Paul Mud, Aquaman, Swamp Thing, Tails, what the frick, Woody, Hulk. Okay, seriously. Oh, god damn it. I don't know. Axolotl. Actually, no. I'm going to just call him Axolotl. Because I think he pretty much is an Axolotl, I think. Or at least he's similar, like... How the hell do you spell Axolotl? Echo, how do you spell Axolotl? To ask that again. Echo, how do you spell Axolotl? I mean, I think. Well, I mean, to be fair, they are kind of. Mud. Okay. This is. I am way overthinking this. The whole bloody thing, to be honest. Mudfish Pokemon. It's that's real now. Nails down what the frickin' it is. Amphibious. Single. Yeah. Very docile Pokemon. Why the frick did they pick? Why did they not pick Mudkip as something that wasn't docile? Like, you know what? Flip it. I'm just going to call it Axolotl and be done with it. Because for Christ's sake, this is getting stupid now. I really can't decide on what to bloody call it, so I'm just going to call it Axolotl. Just... No, I'm just going to call it Axolotl, just for the sake of it, because I suck at names, so I'll just call it something that happens to exist in the real world, because I just cannot come up with it, and I just know I'm going to come up with an actual proper name afterwards, because I am always like this. I could also call him Aqua. Actually, no, Aqua would suit. No, I'm going to call him Aqua, actually. Aqualotl. Ah, now that works, yes. God's sake. That's better. It depends how useful he is, because if he's more useful than a certain character in an anime. Konosuba, let's just say Aqualotl. I can't believe this is stupid. You know, I've been putting this off because I've wanted to finish off the other game, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to continue. It was just I've done everything on the save file. So my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon of Sky. I've got all the icons in there. I haven't done all the logs and things like that on the Explorer log. I hadn't done everything on that, but if I finish a stream and I'm struggling to find something to do, that's probably what I'll do at some point. Though it would have to be when I do a stream for another game, thinking about it. But yeah, I'll just have to reconfigure things with that. It's a whole other story, that. I'm not getting into that now. Mostly because I've screwed up the setup of trying to set this up. So yeah, I would have to redo it. Though all it would do in this situation is just have black bars, and maybe I would have to adjust the audio a little bit, because I can get down to T nowadays. The audio side of things, don't have to modify too much. Right, so Aqua. Should I add that? Aqualotl. Yeah, so basically a mixture of Aqua and Lotl. Yeah, you know what? That's a good enough name, Aqualotl. It's fine. It goes along enough. Aqualotl. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Aqualotl, alright for a nickname? Yes. Just how freaking happy he is. These two alright? Yes, I'm not going back now. I'm not going back now. We're just continuing from this point. I am not backtracking. This is it. Like, because it's already took me an hour to do it, and yeah. Where am I? Am I dreaming this? Is this the real life? Is this a fantasy? God damn it. This stream has drove me absolutely crazy. I'm singing fucking Bohemian Rhapsody or whatever the fucking name is. I feel a pleasant breeze. Hear a voice from somewhere. I wonder who it is. Excuse me. Please wake up. Come on, wake up. You're finally awake, great. Where is this? You passed out here. I'm glad to see you awake. I'm Aqualotl. Happy to meet you. And you are? I've never seen you around before. Eh? You say you're human, but you look like a normal creature in every way. To be honest, why? I don't remember anything. Typical Measure, but you're kind of weird. Yes, and I'm not even going to shy away from that. Your name? What is your name? My name? That's right, my name is... Okay, I am just going to pick Lux. Because I used to name it my actual name. If you've actually seen my previous stream with like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky, I actually named it my own name. I named it my like own name just for because I had a zero imagination. I still don't. I could put Starlight Flux, but I think Flux is better, to be honest. Because it actually is a human name as well. So it's a very rare one, but... Or at least I think it is. But anyway, it's more suiting than... I'm just going to get it Flux. Because honestly, nowadays, if I started another fandom, I would just shorten it to Flux. Because basically, Starlight Flux suited the only fandom better. So but nowadays, I would just shorten it to Flux. Is Flux okay? Well, if that's asking me if I'm okay now, no, well, no. I wanted to get this stream out the way, so all the setup can be done, and then basically part one is basically me actually getting on with the game. So, is Flux your name? Well, isn't it a funny name? Somebody, please help me. Okay, yeah, I hear shouts from over there. What's wrong? It's horrible. My cat really fell into a cavern. My poor baby. What? A huge fissure opened in the ground and cat fell in. Too young to call out myself. When I went to get my baby, Pokemon suddenly attacked me. You were attacked by other Pokemon. You must have been raised by the fissure and now under control. That's what I think. What? Yeah, I forgot how corny the story was. Let's see, that's it, that's something. I'm not strong enough to fend off as well, but maybe do. So you have to go and help. Tell you what. Could this be a mystery dungeon? Okay, you see, seeing them actually move like that, so they're using the same models in the dungeons. Oh, mind you, they used the same models full stop, didn't they? Of course, I'm being fucking stupid. Could this be a mystery dungeon? It is, it's a mystery dungeon. It's truly a mysterious place. The layout and items change every time you enter. You can need using the stairs, but you have to find the stairs. And remember that Butterfree said Pokemon don't attack, right? If necessary, you have to fight. Let's do your best. You can move with. Okay. Use move. Use a move with A. Wait, hold on a flipping minute. ancient power? Okay. That's intriguing. Yeah. So hang on a minute. Yeah, so they have actually kept some of the controls. The bag. Move settings. Okay, let's look at the settings as well. Good slap, tackle. I mean, to be honest, they're all decent. Ancient power. Okay, seriously? That early on? Okay, fair enough. ABX. Oh! Okay, now that's interesting. That's an improvement. So ZR. Oh, ZRL. And one of the ancient powers A. B is razor leaf. Tackle is X. And Y is grass knot. Heavy enemy did more damage caused by the move. Okay, yeah, I'm game with that. I mean, it was situational. Razor leaf. Look around. Others. Let's have a look. Options, because this is the one I want to always look in the options. That's alright. Large, small, grid on. Oh, that keeps it on all the while. Speed, regular, fast. Okay. Turn when damaged, teammate used. Oh, so focus, exploring. Focus in auto mode. Corners and fast forward. I'm going to leave that as that is. Interrupt passes in emergencies. Okay, weird. And then I'm just going to go basic, and I'm going to leave the rest of those. Yeah. Okay, so so it does actually show it as well. That's good. So how to read the map. Yellow, blue, teammates green, items blue, red. Wait, so this shows all the items then? That's a brave choice of them. Like, it basically means it just got X-ray specs, basically. To be fair, X-ray specs aren't as broken as people like to fucking make them out to be. I bet people say yeah, they are, and I found them quite early on in flipping Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Sky. Just because you know where the enemies are doesn't mean that you can avoid them. And also, the thing that would really make it broken is a particular IQ skill that allows you to find the stairs. And at that point, it's like there's no challenge, which is why I very rarely used it. It was on one of my weaker Pokemon, that skill, so not really a problem. So yeah, we'll just let's see. to store HP, to eat or press. Press L for auto mode. Okay. Okay, what is the bloody point of that? Like, okay, seriously. When you encounter an enemy in auto mode will end. Yeah, okay, there's several reasons why that could be a problem, because you basically, it doesn't give you as much control and you can make mistakes. You can pick up a whole bunch of enemy, you know, could easily... It does mean that you won't be able to avoid enemies. Because you could, the auto mode will just run around and you just, until you encounter enemies, you could just avoid them if you had the map, so... Okay. Really? So... Yeah, I'm probably just not going to use auto mode. That. Like, seriously. Already having a move like, oh for God's sake. Well, I guess I better use this. Okay, so moves automatically go through. Okay, that's interesting. That used to be a flipping IQ skill you had to gain. I'm not even sure if they even have that anymore. Okay. Rescue pet. Ah yes, Tiny Woods. Now I recognise the name. I'm sorry, I don't even know how I could ever thank you properly. Oh, that's okay. It's been dangerous later with sudden quakes and fish just like that. It's great to find you boy unharmed. Please me have your names at least. Solato and Flux. Cool. He's staring at me adoring. Those sparkling eyes, it's a little bad. Doesn't feel bad either. It's like a hero. Helping Pokémon control might be a good experience. Cute, Solato and Flux. I know it really isn't enough, but here's a token of my thanks. Please accept it. A tiny revives. You're helping. You're very tough, I'm sure impressed. So what are you going to do? Do you have any plans? If you don't have any place to stay, you should come with me. Okay, yeah. Well, this is the place. Well, can't explain it, but I'm happy being relaxed. I'm weirdly happy. Maybe an instinct thing. something for Pokemon. Maybe this is what it feels. Maybe this is what it's like to wag your tail. It doesn't matter. Because I'm too that. Okay. So it's impressive like you. Also, this is a place for you to live. Look, I'm sure you would like it. Here's your mailbox. Stick to the mail. Pokemon here. Maybe Pokemon suffering from those natural disasters, just like the fish whose Caterpie fell into, and all sorts of natural disasters recently. I want to do good. I want to help them like that. I want to help make the world a safer place for Pokemon. So I saw how good you were and you rescued Caterpie. Would you like to form a rescue team with me? I think you could make the world's #1 rescue team flourish. What do you think? I mean, I can't refuse, surely. I'm just gonna... Nah, I thought... I kind of want to save and just do this, but I'm gonna just go for okay and do it from now on. Partners and assume so glad. Team name is I haven't decided it on. What was it? Oh, Jesus Christ, the naming. No, just okay. Hang on, we got random here. Treasure, wise and tenants, encourage unity, light for help, efficiency, allies. Grit. Really? Lucky pals, Swakudi. No, top health, that's top squad. No, I think. No, I think. I don't know. Team I don't freaking know. I always struggle with picking team names for things. I always struggle. Okay. So yeah. Let's see. So basically something to do with water and grass. Let's look for names or water. So, let's see, water meadow, so basically wetland, swamp, plain, wood flat. Looks floodplain, marsh, fen. Meadow, carpet, lawns. Grasslands, god damn it, I'm going to struggle with this, aren't I? That's not really, I hate naming things. It's one of the, god. Waterland. That's water zone plants. Best water absorbent trees, red maple, black gum, white berry, chokeberry, primrose. Orange plants at primrose. In primrose. Best water, it absorbs water, so it's like bit of water. Many types of grass. Ryegrass. Team Ryegrass. Team Seaweed doesn't really work. It's like a really so yeah, that's Water Lily. Team Water Lily. Possibly? Team Aquaflux. I mean, we could just combine both names. Aquaflux. Aqueduct. Aquaflux. Yeah, kind of work. Aqueduct. It's a water-based name, but it also combines the name Flux. Aqueduct. Aquaflux. You know what? No, we'll go with that actually, because it's like Aquaflux. Team Aquaflux. Aqualotto, Aquaflux. Yeah, okay, sod it. I'm really not blowing with good ideas tonight. I mean, hence the reason why I've done this. I have to admit, I am feeling a bit more chirpy than you. Aquaflux. How do you spell aqueduct anyway? It's literally D-U-T. It's actually an E. So we could still have an aqueduct. Nah, Team Aquaflux. I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, Team S-Pals teams. Yeah. I mean, no. Team Aquaflux. You could end it with a T, so it just to indicate the duct bit. Team Aquaflux. Can we actually have the X as well? Why is this such a hard thing to do? Seriously. Team Aquaflux. Team Aquaflux. I mean, that could actually work. Is that actually gonna fucking work? Famous names of aqueducts. Hang on, I've got an idea. Place. Hang on. Names of not marshmallows, marsh. Is in Marshes of England. Let's look at that. Kingsmead. None of those are really taking fancy. I'm still going with aqueduct. aqueducts in the UK. Names of this is taking me way too freaking long, but this is what I'm literally like gypsy wart. Okay, there is some really weird names for bloody one weed. Soft rush. Jesus Christ. Water mint. I didn't even know there was a mint that was basically water. Yeah, you know what aqueducts it is then. Just because it's very close to. No aqueducts and new. Clifton? That's not too far away from mine. Cosgrove. Yeah. Starting. Three Bridges of London. You know what? Sod it. We'll just call it. Yeah, so we'll just put looks with CH. It'll CT at the end of it. I know this isn't going to be as good as I think. Team Aquaflux. Basically because Aqueduct is the place where there's water. And it's also Aquaflux. Again, it's obvious why I picked a flux bit. I don't really like the. I feel like there should be an L there. That's my fucking dyslexia kicking it in. Because it's like, why is there not an L? There should be a bloody L in aqueduct. Because duct. But there's no, like, aqueduct. Am I just forcing it? Team Aquaflux. You know what? No, I'm just going to go Team Aquaflux with a Z on that. Nah, that doesn't really work. Is the S gonna? Because it doesn't look right. There's something of a. Neither does having that. Fluxus, no. Team Aquafluxus? Team Aquafluxus. Does that actually work? Team Aquaflux. It feels like there should be an S there. Team Aquafluxus. Flux. Yeah, this is irritating the hell out of me. This should not be irritating. Team Aquaflux. You know what? Just keep it like that. I can't believe I'm just. You know what? Sod it. I'm not wasting any more time. Aquaflux. Make a good name. It's perfect. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to. Maybe it's on the day I got started on a rescue team. I have two of them, so let's put them on. Scarf. Okay, yeah, it is a scarf. I thought it was going to be a bandana. It's great, you know. Do you feel focused, like you're on the same team together? I feel completely unfocused, if I'm entirely honest. I am not focused at all. Totally free. Rescue Team Aquaflux. Do get starting tomorrow. That's the thing. And that's how Lux and Aqualotto will in the creators together as a rescue team. random just intro. Like that was completely unnecessary, but whatever. I'm still the same. The way I look, it's still. But why would I change it? Plot convenience. So. Oh, that's right. That Pokemon. You think his name was Axolotl? I mean, come on. Yeah, I promised to form a rescue team together. I wonder what Axolotl was doing. I should go out. Is there like how am I supposed to save? I mean. Has he oh God, I forgot about that. I forgot completely. Forgot that that's how. I forgot that they slept outside waiting for you the next day. I completely forgot that was a thing. Oh no. Have you really been sleeping there all night? I was so excited about today. I've been waiting here since dawn. Are you sure? Did you not sleep overnight there? I must have fallen asleep. Anyway, the day master started our rescue. Let's all do our best. But we don't have any job offers yet. Awkward laughter. Oh yeah, maybe there's something in the mailbox. Check the mailbox. The mailbox contains the rescue team starters. I knew it would be here. The rescue team starter set. And it always give you one if you join this rescue team. Rescue team badge inside. There's toolbox inside. That is a name I do not want to think about. Not long story. Can't even tell you. Say why. There's also Pokemon news inside. Some good things in it. There's a team badge that shows we're a rescue team. This is talks used to carry items you find in dungeons. So Feck to feed Gebers now. So and find a coffin. It's useful for a rescue team to put news. Anything else? Maybe not. At all. Then any rescue jobs will be getting mail, but nobody knows about it sits with the team, I guess. No wonder what could be. Could this be we check the mailbox? I wonder if we just walk. So if we just wander that way, it's like, yeah, you're not doing a choice, are we? Really? It's going to be spam, is it not? There's I heard about you from Caterpillar. Please, we need your help. Magmite is in trouble. Strange letter when it followed throughout a dungeon, and it stuck. Magmite and Magmite together. This isn't enough to form Magatron, it's not complete the way it is now. Please, we need help. Nice friend. Thanks, we go. Yes. So, the question is, has it actually saved? Oh, you're here. Friends are in this cavern. On floor 6, please help. Okay, floor 6 should be easy. Just looking at the time, just want to see how long I need to wrap up, because I at least want to get this old bee and that to dust. Ah, yeah. So this is probably closer to what we've been used to. Very village and then time. question mark at the moment, the how to play. So that means it does. So what's just press B. Something's. Oops. K, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, seriously, are all the enemies asleep in this dungeon? Tutor code, it's even telling you for basics, it's like, if you face multiple enemies, won't retreat your card as a fight with them one at a time, which is, yeah. For every one move you make in a dungeon, your opponent will make one move. It's always going in order. On the other hand, if you don't move neither will your opponent. Take your time and use your action quietly. So I'm just going to use advances. Okay, so to be honest, these are pretty linear to start. Hold R and that and that. Again, I think these are just a tutorial. But hold on, okay, yeah. If we basic controls. Progress through the game. Turn around. Is there one that says pass? No, there isn't. So, what would be one to allow you to skip turns, but clearly not. Interesting that you do that. Yeah, you'll lose all the items and money you'll carry. Oh! Okay, now we've changed that. Oh, that's how the original ones happened and I don't remember it because in Sky you didn't do that. You lost. You had a 50-50 chance of losing an item and I think your money got hard. So that's interesting. That means you can't absolutely spam the hell out of this dungeon and fail. And then basically just get more and more items at the beginning of the game. That's interesting. Is a thing I do like. That is a very Ah, so that's what it looks like now. Those stats will return to normal. If your stats have been boosted, they also return to normal. Yeah. Same as before. You can change the leader, the Pokemon you control, by pressing it. You'll be able to control Pokemon other than the hero. Okay. So hold on there. I can control. Oh. Okay, now that is a nice feature. Okay, the reaction. Yes, ancient power is as like OP as hell as usual. Oh, and that affects me as well? Ah, damn it. So it affects everybody on the team. Hold on a minute. Just had a thought. If I just like swap and then basically okay, seeing these scenes in like actual 3D is a nice thing, actually, because I do vaguely know the story and although they are. Let's get them to safety. Like, when I see these things, I do remember seeing it originally. But I'm not remembering what's coming up. So it's... Let's get there safely. Okay. Really separate, rejoice. Seriously, be thankful, you two. Here is just got a big apple, and we haven't had to use any of these items, which is good because it basically means that. Oh, it's so nice to actually hear this music in like redone. And so, our rescue mission went so well today. I need to confess, since it was our first job as a rescue team, I just can't believe how tired I am going home to get some sleep. Do good again tomorrow. See, this is the thing, it's like they did it in a way where you didn't have to have all the like oh, okay. Where am I? Maybe this is a dream. Oh, there's someone who is is it? Someone I know. I can't remember. Okay. I think I dreamt something. I can't quite remember what the dream was about. That's how most dreams are. Oh well, it's another day of rescues. Would if I have any mail, better check the mailbox. Because you see, the reason why I'm going off is you used to save on the bed. So the question is, if I basically works, okay, status. Okay, so. Save and go to main menu. Yeah, so basically, because it is getting to 3 at this point. So continue Wonder Mail, receive Wonder Mail, change the names that have been set. Delete. Oh! Oh, got it. Okay, now this is a good feature. Because I had to, let's just say, totally officially modify my game at one point because I wanted to rename one Pokemon's name. It wasn't even the main characters, but it was annoying because I came up with a better name after the fact. Cherry Pick, basically Celebi. And it was like, yeah. So I'm actually glad that you can change these. I knew you could change the team name in the original, but not the... So I can actually change these back. So if I come up with a better name, that's brilliant. I didn't need to spend all that time. God damn it, I'm bloody showing my bloody malarial freaking habits there, aren't I? Almost as bad as a malarial pause. For Christ's sake. Another BS term that's been invented just to make us feel inferior. You know, generation shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't. Anyway, that aside, I'm glad that I can actually... No. Wait, hold on. There's all those icons on there. Right, so basically, I'm playing this the same way I did the other one. Because I know I can basically play this game indefinitely, pretty much, because there's always going to be new missions and things like that, because it's random. So, I'm going to play it until all of those flipping icons are done. So, I now have my objective. Go through, do all these, and then basically, then we can move on to one of the other... Because technically what I'm doing here is I'm basically did Sky all the way through. I'm going to go through and do all this, and then my objective for this from now on for these streams is to go through and do all the other Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. I could have gone through and done Red, but there's not really much point me just going through and doing Red. I might as well do this first, and then do Red after we've done everything else, just to wrap it back around. Having said that, I think, to be honest, there's caveats to both, because I know that the original Red was a lot harder, but this is a game that was hard because of its limitations, I think. So it'd be interesting to see if some of the things that they've actually made easier will result in it still being hard later on. Are we going to have just as much difficulty based off... You know, is this game going to be just as difficult, but not because of the actual gameplay limitations, but because of the actual game itself? Like, is it going to be difficult because of it actually meant to be difficult, and not just because of, like, skill issue caused by not being able to deal with the actual game mechanics being somewhat poorly implemented because of, let's just say, games were harder back then. They just were. Because they just weren't things didn't make sense, and sometimes unfair things happened, and you just had to deal with them. So let's just see how this game this remake deals with it. I have heard things about it in the past, and I just didn't want it. So yeah, it's getting a bit late, and then because I started this later than I should have done, I can say that we've got past all the initial, let's just say, call it bump. Because basically I wanted to get all of this stuff out of the way, and this is basically in. I mean, actually, having said that, I think we haven't done the other bit. I'll just see what happens. Yeah, before we. Okay, so if we just. There's no male seeking help from the rescue team. And good morning. Okay, check it. If there was anything, was any. There's nothing. I guess that makes sense. After we've only just begun. It's good on square. Okay, so hopefully we can get through all the flipping tutorial bits and Pokémon Square. Okay, yeah, this is nice seeing this, isn't it? Ah, yes, Pokémon shop. You can buy and sell items here. Let's put the city bank. You can take your money there, which is something I probably should do. Open the link shop. Link moves. It's link team. If you link moves, you can link to details. Yeah, something I probably. I'll have a look to see if it's in. Storage. Ah, yes. Store items here to be saved. Before you go into dungeon. Ah, okay, now this is where things are going to be interesting, because I wonder if it basically refreshes the shop like the original. You can learn or get training on various menus using dungeons. And also there's Pepper's post office. That's it. We can get rescue job information there. So how do we go to Pepper's post office first? I will tell you all kind of things. You're not sure to go, just ask your partner. Okay, so. Building there's post office. This is where information is gathered from Pokemon needing rescue. See, have a look at this board. It's list rescue jobs. You may have entered inside. Okay. Perfect apple, okay. Location Tinywood, floor 2. Okay, yeah, that's really bloody easy. Then again, a lot of these will be. Find a particular key. Wanted to test the fact feeds ammo from the general. I mean, tiny message. Tiny message. Okay, wait, but. Okay, we actually have one of those, so that could be useful doing. Lucky women. Editing to through his mistakes and please help. So I know which one I'm going to be doing first. Right, okay, so. Jobs. Accepted. 4 of 8. These jobs listed right. You want to do rescue job, choose the job and then go to the dungeon it's indicated. You can go to the dungeons by taking the path here. Always shot out to hand over doing natural gravity mechanism. That's a job offers to a mailbox soon. Okay, so I think we'll just leave it here for now. Because I think Save and go to main menu. Yeah. So I know we don't need to do that, but as I say, it's nice to, you know, I wanted to do this for nostalgia's sake, basically. I think this is probably where we're going to end the stream tonight. This was always going to be just setting things up. And I think, to be honest, this stream is kind of a... it was always going to be a bit of a mess anyway the first time, which is why I've called the stream Part 0, because this is basically me setting things up, getting through all the stuff that I know I'm going to take bloody ages over, and Part 1 is when I'm going to actually start doing the proper story. Because we've gone through the tutorial dungeons and things like that, so now when we do this, we're actually going to be doing the game as it actually supposed to be, not the tutorial. And I'm expecting this to be... I'm expecting, from what I've been told, this game to be easier. A lot easier. So that's why I'm basically just going to go through and just do the bare minimum to do these ones. However, that's based off my current perception at the moment, which could be tainted by people who've been reviewed it, who basically got a bit sour about the fact that you've got essentially permanent X-ray specs on, basically. Although apparently that changes after you've completed the in the post game. To be fair, though, the post game in this, meh. I don't think I ever really delved into the post game that much. And may make a difference for this one, because I don't know if there was much of a story after the post game. And thinking about it, if this game is like Pokemon Mystery Dungeons of the Sky, the post game wasn't really obvious unless you kept on doing a couple more missions and a couple more days afterwards. So I could be completely like unaware of what that even is, which would be interesting. It wouldn't be the first time, because I didn't know that the 7 treasures was the last icon on the save menu, but I'm going to try and complete all those icons on the save menu. I can think I know what some of them are going to be. Some of them are going to be story moments, but there's going to be certain ones that are quote-unquote achievements. While we're at it, I am going to have a look to see change names, delete data, continue. Interesting that there isn't other options. Interesting that there isn't anything like other. No, there's just those. You can't go back to the. No, you can't go back that way. Okay, fair enough. Ah, okay, that's interesting. There isn't a jukebox or anything like that. Right, well, anyway, this has been a relatively short stream compared to our normal ones, but we'll see how this go. The next stream I may be doing another Pokemon Mystery Dungeons of the Sky, maybe, to finish off some of the stuff like that. I'm going to save that one until I can have a lot longer streams, because some of the stuff that is going to involve is going to be a whole bunch of recruitment and things like that, which could take a lot, because my plan for that game is to, next time I get a long, like a weekend free or something like that, like a bank holiday, I'm going to be doing a full stream of doing all the all the recruiting all the legendaries that I can find, basically, and finishing off all that, completing essentially the adventure log if I can, as long as there isn't a Kecleon pot in that adventure log, because screw that. I'm not recruiting Kecleon, that's insane. I know it's possible, technically. That's the sort of thing I would have to do a lot of research on, and that would be its entire stream on its own. Again, I'm just going to recruit all the legendaries next time I play that game. But for Thursdays now, because Thursdays are sometimes even... This is short for Thursdays, but normally we get about 3 hours. It's getting on to 3.5 at this point. So as I say, this is probably better because I can make more progress on this game within the time I can do on a Thursday. Well, technically Friday at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna call the stream. I'll call it here basically. Anyway, thanks for watching this. If you have, I'm sorry for it being a complete shambles. If you disagree and you have enjoyed this for whatever bloody reason, give it a like. You know, thanks for watching this at all. I've seen people dipping in the stream in and out, so people have clearly been watching this. So thanks, even if you haven't commented. It's nice to see people who do comment. It's nice because I like to get feedback and chat and things like that. I may reconfigure how I do some of these streams. I may actually do them early in the morning. Before I may do them early in the morning instead of late at night in the future, for various reasons I'm not going to get into. It will make it easier for certain people I know who will want to watch me doing streams to watch, because they now have jobs that basically means they can't stay up late as I can. So yeah, I kind of do want to be admirable and help out with that. Yeah, anyway, long story short, thanks for watching the stream, and I'm going to say I'm Starlight Flux, and good night. And then the stream